Take two.
This is Stephen, the Disney Drago Robinson. You're watching the one and only Sport Icon. Bow bow!
Alright everybody, hope you're doing fantastic. Now, I'm sure a lot of you have heard by now via Spencer Fearon, who of course broke the news that Dubois has left his trainer Shane McGuigan and is now with Don Charles. Don Charles, of course, he's got experience training heavyweights such as Derek Chisora and of course his own son George Fox. What's happening with George Fox? I don't know. But he's got experience there, that's for sure. Now, we're hearing some online reports and whatever that there's some kind of family issue between Dubois and whatever. Listen, ultimately, I hope that we never actually find out for sure what it is. Because these kind of issues should stay behind closed doors, shouldn't they? Now, big up to Spencer Fearon. He was the one who broke the news and found out before everybody else. And Spencer Fearon finds out a lot of things before everybody else. He really does. Honestly, I think that with Spencer Fearon and his little black book, he could probably take down a lot of people in boxing. I'm sure he's got so much dirt on people. But anyway, big up to Spencer Fearon. He's a quality guy. Now, this could lead into a bit of an issue about what we've also heard before. I think it was Eddie Hearn. It was somebody in boxing who mentioned that they've heard that Dubois may not go through with a fight with Oleksandr Usyk. Now, this could be because Dubois, maybe he's still suffering some kind of injury. He's not fully fit yet since the Kevin Lorena situation, that fight, of course. But he hasn't really been training with Shane McGuigan for the past few weeks. Now, of course, he wants to spend time with his new trainer, Don Charles. So maybe he's going to pull out of the Oleksandr Usyk fight. As we know, that we heard late last night, that the WBA have now changed the date for the purse bid to be May the 25th, which I believe is Thursday next week. Now, will it get to the point of purse bids? We don't know. But it would surprise me if Dubois didn't go through with the Oleksandr Usyk fight. It would surprise me. People can say what they like about Dubois. Is he going to go on to do great things in boxing? Is he not? Do you rate him, don't you? Personally, I do. But one thing that I've always felt with Dubois is he will fight anybody. That's honestly what I've always felt. But, hey, listen, if it turns out that he has his reasons to not go through the Usyk fight, then a lot of people say it's probably the right decision at this point in his career. But in that particular situation, if Dubois pulls out of the WBA mandated fight with Oleksandr Usyk, then it's going to be interesting to see what happens then. Will the WBA then move to the newly number one in Deontay Wilder, even though he hasn't had a fight, right? Will they then order Oleksandr Usyk to defend his WBA belt, of course unified belts at that as well, against Deontay Wilder? Would Deontay Wilder take that fight? Stylistically, Usyk is horrible for Deontay Wilder. He's absolutely horrible for him. But it is a shot at the World Heavyweight Championship, literally straight away. Now, his situation right now could be, I should say, be Oleksandr Usyk for the unified belts, or go fight Anthony Joshua in December for big money for no belt. Which one does he want? Now, don't get me wrong, he's going to get paid very well against Usyk, of course, but he's going to make stupid amounts of money. So what is it that's motivating Wilder at this point? Is it money, or is it a chance to become a two-time heavyweight world champion? I suppose we'll find out. Now, if the WBA don't go down that route, then the IBF is very likely to jump in and order Usyk to take on Filip Hrgović. Now, we know that the IBF, they've already ordered that fight. They ordered it months and months ago, but they agreed to step back and allow the WBA to go next as per the order of a unified champion. So if the WBA do not go next, it's very unlikely that Usyk is going to be able to sit around or have a voluntary or do whatever until December, until he fights Tyson Fury. Again, as per this morning's video, Oleksandr Usyk says that the Tyson Fury fight is at a bit of an impasse right now. So, again, there's no guarantee that fight's even going to happen. So, I fully expect either, if Dubois pulls out, it'll be Deontay Wilder. If not, then Filip Hrgović via the IBF. That's the beauty of boxing, isn't there? There's always seems to be different scenarios, one leading into the other, especially when you're a unified heavyweight champion such as Oleksandr Usyk is. So, watch this space. Let's find out what happens with Dubois first and foremost. Will the purse bid go ahead on Thursday next week? Let's find out. Drop your thoughts below. Click thumbs up, subscribe. Catch you next video.